We are two girls on a fast ride. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Two Girls on the Fast Track. Hi, Lynn. How are you today?
I'm very well, Marie. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's kind of middle of the summer, and
It
I'm
is
actually on vacation,
so nice.
which is awesome. And so we really hope you guys had a great summer. We're back and we're ready to kick it off with a very interesting topic. Would you like to introduce the topic?
Sure, I love this topic. It is burnout versus bore out. And there is a difference. As I look, I was interested in this topic a while back, and I noticed that there are a lot of people who suffer from burnout, and that's not fun.
Nope.
But there's also a lot of people who have bore out, and that's, a bit of boredom with your work. So bore out is more about not having enough work to do or not being stimulated in the work that you're doing. And a lot of people mistake that for burnout.
Yes.
And I'm here to say that that's not the case. That is, that's a boredom. And, sometimes people are a little reluctant to admit that they're bored at work because they don't want to risk, losing their job or losing a paycheck or whatever that looks like. But if you don't come to terms with whether you're, if you're bored at work, I promise you, it could lead to burnout because it's
Totally.
you're going to be, really your energy is not going to be well spent, and you're just going to feel like your soul's being sucked out of you because it's going to be
Actually,
so
that's exactly how it
unfortunate.
feels. And we talked about the difference 2 episodes ago already. And after that, we went a little bit deeper into burnout. Today, we're going to try and give you some tips and tricks on how not to be bored out.
Yes, love it.
That's today's topic. And definitely, I did found an article.
Of course you did.
Actually, it's called Calendar, and it's kind of newsletter that I found really interesting because they give, and I'm going to put the link in the comments for the whole article. They give 25 productive hacks and things to curb your boredom. I mean,
love it.
and no matter what it is that is going on in this article, you're going to find some ways to go through that, because it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to detect on the first place. The difference between, am I having a burnout or am I just bored? So definitely this article can help.
You're absolutely right, Marie. It's not always easy to distinguish the two.
Yeah.
And I would say that you could be bored and still have a lot of work to do.
Yep.
Okay. So there's no shortage of to-dos on people's to-do lists. But you could still be bored because the activities or whatever you're doing is just not satisfying.
Yeah, totally. And one of the things you can do, even if you are overwhelmed with your to-do list, one good trick is to plan ahead.
Plan ahead.
Plan ahead. If you want to be productive, you need to make a plan, and you need to plan ahead. Whatever, if it's your goal or what you would like to accomplish in a week, in a month, 6, we already went through those topics before in a previous podcast, and you need to plan ahead. That's number one rule.
Yeah, planning ahead. I love that.
Yeah. And what works for me? What works for me if I feel bored is I'm gonna tidy up my workspace. I'm gonna make some cleaning. I'm gonna make, okay, where these paper, I try to go paperless, and this is really hard for me, but I try to go paperless. So tidy up my workspace works for me.
Tidying up your workspace. Okay. What works for me is like taking my to-do list and finding the activity that I most want to do.
Yeah.
And then I just want to do it. Like if there's 10 things on my list and I don't even enjoy 10 of them, like I've got to find one and then I
Yep.
just have to do it. And I find that that gives me the momentum.
Totally. And then you choose something you like to do. That's a no-brainer for me. Another
Yeah.
thing you can do when you feel bored is to, besides cleaning your workspace, is to clean your computer, your phone, your tablet. There's so many pictures there. There's so many, I don't know, links that you don't even use. If you have something you have not used for like 6 months or a year, there's no chance you're going to use it in the near future. So make some cleaning on your computer or phone or whatever device you use to work. So, and this is something you can do when you feel bored.
So are you saying that people will feel bored because they don't have enough to do? Is that just kind of giving them something to do?
Well, actually, I'm on vacation
Yeah,
and I do feel bored because I don't have nothing to do. I didn't plan anything. So I wake
right.
up in the morning. Okay, what's my day is going to look like? So today I decided to run a couple of errands and I decided to do some networking for our next LinkedIn local, plan for the people who are going to speak, but I did not plan it. I decided to do it today. So if I have nothing planned, maybe I'm just going to do nothing. So for me, it's important to do some cleanup, to do some reorganizing thing, clear
Yeah.
out my inbox. You know, when you're in your email or you have different emails to, okay, I need to put this there. I need to, there's some emails there that you don't even want to read. If it's been there for like 2, 3 months, just get rid of it.
So let's talk about people who are bored and even though they have lots to do,
Yeah.
right? Because I feel like that is the type of person that might be more likely to think they're burned out.
Yeah.
They have so much to do and they just can't, like, where do I start? What do I do? And the reality is they've got 10 things to do and none of them are, they don't want to do any of them, right? And are they burned out or are they bored out? And I think the first thing that you need to know is that you are responsible for your own boredom, fun, energy. Like, we generate our own energy.
Yeah.
It's not because of someone else. It's not your boss. It's not your partner. It's not your kids. Nobody's responsible but you. And
Exactly.
Jack Canfield has an amazing book called The Success Principles. And the very first principle: take 100% responsibility for your life. So are
Whatever aspect it
whatever
is.
aspect that looks
Yeah.
like. And that doesn't mean that you have to accept everything that happens and what I'm saying, that what happens in your life, if you are bored in your life, what are you going to do about it?
That's the
Yeah.
$1 million question you
$1 million
always ask.
question, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So are you struggling? Like, are you struggling to find work to fill your day, which is kind of what you had talked about, Marie? But what is it that actually fuels your soul? Like, what do you like to do? And
Yeah.
maybe if you're in a dead end position or you're feeling like your business just isn't growing, or, sometimes you need a new lens, you need a new perspective
Yeah.
on things. And instead of asking yourself, why is this happening? Take that responsibility back and say, what can I do about this? What is the next step I need to do to help myself through this?
And to do some things you enjoy. Like for me this morning, I was subbing in another BNI chapter, and that gave me so much energy,
Lots of joy. Yeah.
joy, but I mean, energy. And I said to my husband after that, I need to have a productive day today. I
Mhm.
need to let out all the energy that I got from that meeting
Yes.
this morning and let it go. And believe me, it worked.
I love it.
So
I love it.
doing things you enjoy, and it's one of the point in the article. It could be a hobby. I
Yeah.
love to sing. So
Mhm.
sometimes we do karaoke here in the house, just like
Yeah.
for the pleasure of it. I like to sing. I love music. I love to cook, and I love to network.
Mhm.
So those are like four things that I'm going to try to put in my schedule, even if I don't feel like it,
Yes.
because
Yes.
I know the energy that it's going to bring to me.
And
Definitely.
you bring up a really good point. You almost make a list of all the
Yeah.
things that you enjoy doing. I'll tell you,
Yes.
because when you're at a point where just can't get motivated, I can't get, you're not going to be thinking about what you enjoy doing because your brain is focused on being not motivated. But if you had a list on your wall and you were able to say, oh, karaoke, oh, going out for a walk, oh, going for a bike ride, reading a book, right? Those are the kinds of things that I might enjoy doing. That your list is going to look really different, but you have that list so that you can put it into your day, put
Yeah.
a few of those activities into your day so that you're also infusing some fun. Because when you're bored, you're not having fun. Yeah,
Definitely
if
not.
you do
Definitely.
two of them don't
Or
go
when you
in.
have to do some stuff that like it's the routine.
Yeah,
Oh, you have to wake up. I need to exercise. I need to
yeah.
prepare some meals. I need to do some stuff around the
And
house.
even that language, I need to,
I
I
need to
got to,
exactly.
right? Like it just is something that just weighs you down.
Yeah.
And what about if you get to make dinner tonight? Because like you enjoy making dinner. So give yourself the time you need to do it right.
Totally. And while we're on vacation, Ben and I this morning I said this is what we're going to do for supper.
Yeah.
I'm expecting to have a nice supper. We're gonna eat outside because the weather is awesome, and I look forward to it. Just like
Right.
yesterday when I went to bed, I was looking forward that B and I meeting this morning
Yeah.
that gave me so much energy for the
Right.
day. I mean, and you're right, it's not going to be the same thing for everybody. And that's why I really enjoyed this article because some stuff I already do, and some stuff I said, oh, I didn't think about that.
Ooh, which ones didn't you think of?
I like to read. So reading is something that I like to do. I already do it. They say play around on Spotify or whatever platform that you like to listen to podcasts. I don't do that enough.
I
Um,
like listening to
Watch a
podcasts.
TED talk. A TED talk could be very, very motivating
Yes.
depending on the subject. You find the subject that you like, listen and watch a TED talk because these people there, they know how to cheer you up.
They do.
Um, why not composing a bucket list? I don't even have a bucket list. I have
No.
it one in my head, what I would like to do
Yeah.
for whatever reason, but put it down, write it down. You have
Mhm.
to write it down. Otherwise, you're not going to accomplish what's in your head.
That's right. That's right. I
Yeah.
love that. Love that.
Trying something new. This is something that is, I mean, everybody should try something new.
Yeah.
Something you're
Yeah.
not, go out of your comfort zone and try something new.
Well, find out what you're interested in learning. That's one of the questions to ask yourself, right? What are you interested in learning? And don't let your age or your health or anything like that stand in your way. When you
Yeah.
think about, I'm 54 and I'm started teaching yoga. Like,
Yeah. Oh, that is
there are
so amazing.
some people who think you're 54. Why would you do that? And I'm thinking I'm 54. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Right?
Why
Like if
wouldn't
I
I? That's
if I
exactly
think of it,
the great
like
answer. Yeah.
I am halfway through my life. I could easily live well over 100. And at 54, of course I want to try new things.
Of course.
So
Of
why
course.
wouldn't I do something of interest, right? So what do you like to do? Like write it down. It's really important.
It is. You have to write it down. I have a vision board. You have a vision board. We have a to-do list and we have like a bucket list. I don't, but this is something that I'm going to work on.
Yep.
One of my biggest bucket list item is to go to Maine. I would love to run into Stephen King and meet the
Yes.
guy. he's getting old, so I really have
You
to.
better do it.
I
Yeah.
better do it.
Maine, like, is not far away from you.
No, it's not.
Oh,
But this
sure.
is something I've been like
A road trip.
procrastinating for, I don't know, 10, 15 years.
Yeah,
What
it's a
the
nice
heck?
road trip. Yeah.
I need to do that. So,
Love it.
guys, there's no reason actually to be bored
No.
because,
No.
I
And
mean,
if you are bored, how about embracing it?
yeah, you
Like,
can embrace it. I was bored for the past 2 days doing nothing because I'm on vacation. And then my husband says, well, we're on vacation. We should be not doing nothing. And today, I mean, I have to do something. I have to get out of that boredom.
Day 3 for you.
Exactly. And I have a show plan on Saturday. I'm going to go to a festival just for laugh on Sunday. Yeah. I mean, I have something planned, but in the meantime, taking care of me, taking a nap in the afternoon, or watching a show on whatever Netflix or platform. I did that for the past 2 days. Now
I'm done.
I'm done. I need to do something with myself. So I mean, yeah, go with what you like to do and just go and do it.
I love it. I love it. So are we ready for my quote?
We're ready for your quote, but before, we would like to ask you guys, what are your tips and tricks to avoid boredom? Please subscribe, click the bell for notification. And I would like to let you know that our next topic will be the secret formula of success.
Love it.
Better not miss that one. Go ahead with your quote.
I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of comments that'll say, I wish I was bored. I'm not bored. I've got too much to do.
Yes.
So I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of those comments.
Yes.
But remember the context, bore out versus burnout. That's what we were talking about.
Exactly. And go back to 2 episodes and the last one if you're not sure what we're talking about.
That's right. So my quote for today is from Adam Grant. And Adam Grant is the author that I originally saw the burnout and bore out. Our antidote to burnout is not necessarily less work. So our antidote to bore out is not necessarily less work. It could be more meaning. So bring meaning into your work. Who are you helping? What are you doing? Make it bigger than you. That's why I really like this quote.
Yeah.
You want to make your work bigger than you. And that's how you avoid the trap of being bored and being and burning yourself out.
I agree. Totally. So we wish you not to be bored or not to be burned out. Yeah. And please feel free to comment with your tips and tricks, and I will place the link for the full article in the comment.
And we need to subscribe. You need to subscribe so you get notifications.
Yes, totally. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Here we are, 2 girls on a fast ride.